People should not be in the background.
Oh, it's just you?
Yeah. Kitty, hold it.
Wait, hi, I'm back. Hi, my name is Sydney Littman, and this is my informative speech. Could you imagine 254 pounds of jelly beans? That would take 115,000 jelly beans to equal 254 pounds. Each of those 115,000 jelly beans represents a person who has died in the Syrian civil war. 41,000 of those people were innocent civilians. And this is according to, the information is according to Time World. This is important because this is an international political debate. The war does not only affect Syrians, but Americans and other people from around the world as well. From what is happening over here can cause another situation here in the United States. The events that occur in Syria are significant. By going over the background of the country, why other countries such as Russia and the United States are getting involved, current issues, one can understand why this topic is so important. Many people don't know the background of Syria or where it's located. Syria is in the Middle East, along the eastern shores of the Mediterranean, and it's about the size of Washington State. The population is 22 million people, and it has a very diverse ethnic background. There are Arabs and Sunni in the Sunni branch of Islam. Sunnis are the majority, while Arabs are the minority. The civil war began in April of 2011. First, there were peaceful protests, then security forces killed the activists. Activists were kidnapped, raped, and tortured, and their families were also tortured and killed as well. Civilians eventually organized and started shooting back, therefore escalating to the civil war. And these civilians formed the rebel groups. There are many theories on why civil war started, and a few are the sectarian rebalancing or the Farhad-Zakari case. Because Arabs are the majority, because Sunnis are the majority and Arabs are the minority, the Arabs are in power and the Sunnis would like to take over and redistribute the balance. The second theory is that the country still holds a Cold War state of mind. The country is built on quicksand. Bashar al-Assad never bothered to update his father's regime from the 70s. Even though this is a civil war, many people why other countries are also involved with serious affairs. Other countries such as Russia and the US have a big part in the civil war. Why is Russia so interested? Well, Syria buys lots of Russia's military exports. Syria also has a naval base in Syria, and this is Russia's last foreign naval base. And Russia also hates the idea of international intervention. According to an interview with Dmitry Trenin, the director of Carnegie Moscow Center, he states that an overall goal of Russia is to force the United States back into the UN Security Council-centered international system. The United States doesn't like Assad or support his regime. The United States is also against chemical warfare. The Geneva Protocol and Chemical Weapons Convention have prohibited the uses of chemical weapons and other poisonous gases from being used in warfare. The United States strictly enforces these policies. The U.S. is thought of to be a world police. With nations such as Russia and the U.S. getting involved, tensions in Syria have increased, adding to other travesties. In some recent news, one of the most eye-catching articles is the use of chemical weapons against Syria's own people. About 1,300 people were killed, and they used surface-to-surface rockets to launch these poisonous gases. And they believe the chemical was sarin. Authorities aren't 100% certain who was behind the attack, though it is led to believe that the Syrian government put out the attacks on its own people. And from an article from the LA Times stated that 7 workers of the International Committee of the Red Cross Aid Group were kidnapped. This event occurred October 14, 2013. Other kidnappings have occurred, such as foreign journalists in recent months. After listening to the history of foreign involvement in recent news, one can better understand why Syria is significant and how our nation may be affected. We cannot predict the future, and what will continue to happen is something the nation should pay attention to, because this may affect us one day soon. Thank you very much.